great south of South Carolina. Well, I'll have to do a lot of editing there, won't I? Get rid of all that stuff. Gonna go prepare some stuff for wild out. Now, good morning again, YouTube. Garage-YouTube. Garage/YouTube. Oh, don't know what I'm trying to say. AirVantage 3/32 finishing sander. Color sanding. Soft foam pad. Soft foam pad, hook it to. Softer pad, hook it to. Color sanding. 500. Can I focus on that? I doubt it. P500. 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 I got too much 500. P600. This is the 3M finishing film. Finishing. P800. These are more like regular sanding paper. P800. Finishing film. Finishing film is a much flexible wet or dry sanding paper. 1000 finishing film. 1000 regular. Hook it. Hook it 1200. Hook it to 1500. Hook it 2000. Tri-Sock, hook it to 3000, 3000, 3000. I got way too much 3000 paper here. Soft pad. Always start it flat. Always keep it flat. Stop, lift up. Don't lift up while it's running. Don't run it and touch. Don't hold it on its edge or you're going to make a half moon shaped gouge in it. And you're trying to make it flat. And we're going to denib first. Motor guard sanding block. Yep. Go down. We'll use any type of sandpaper. We'll use a 1200 for example. When you denib, you don't want a soft sanding block. You want a hard block that'll ride the top of the dirt or run and not sand both sides at the same time. If you've tried to get out dirt, dust, nibs, bugs, or runs and you break through on each side of the bump, you had a soft pad. You need a hard pad that will ride on the top of that bump till the bump comes down to what you want to level it to. I usually use sticky paper on this. Comes in a set of 3. 2 are flat. This one has a slight curve to it on one edge. There's one that's just really flat and a third one that's crescent, rounded. You've heard of denibbing fouls. This is a coarse one. This is also for taking that piece of lint or bug out of your clear coat, top coat, color coat. This is a foul. And you just kind of take it across the bump. It'll carve down that clear coat run quicker than anything else. And then you have to finish up with finer grit sandpaper and polishing compound. For those tight areas, this will fit your 7-8 inch polisher sander. And then we make 3-inch sanding pads of any grit. You can always get 2 out of a piece of sandpaper. Color sanding. Depending on how bad your orange peel dirt is, not for sanding runs, start with the appropriate grit. I usually start with 1500, and if it's not doing its job, drop to 12 or 1000. Air Vantage. Well, make sure you don't have any bumps of dirt on your sanding pad. For color sanding, you're trying to flatten the surface. You want to sand that surface flat down to the bottom of the orange peel. Finishing sanders usually come with a stiff, hard sanding block. Doesn't bend, as opposed to, and it's a hook it too, soft edge sanders, firm in the center. What the difference is, I don't know. The 1200 paper, and this is hook it 1. For doing contours, curves, you want to use a soft block. Soft block. $1200, what I've got. Normally, this thing is turned on its speed control down to about 60%, 80 to 60%. I never run this at full pressure on a 90-pound airline. I think it's just too fast. Normally, you see, let's see what happens here. Focus, wrong number, other number. This number over here. And it also works as a hook it 2 to hook it 1 adapter. After you flatten the paint, you want to take out the coarse scratches of 1000, 1200, 1500. I have the 2000 paper, 2500 somewhere, and 3000. There's also Abalon 4000 somewhere in that locker. And the Trizac 3000 is always hook it 2, so you need an adapter pad. And you want a soft pad for it. I'm just playing around here now. You don't want to break through color sanding. The soft block is always needed. but this is used after the surface has been flattened. You lost all your shine, you have no orange peel left, and you just want to start the polishing stages by removing the sand scratches up through the grits. You can stop at 1500 and go to polishing compound. I don't, it takes too long. So I go to 2000, 2500, or 3000. 3000, it starts to shine by itself. You can get a slight reflection on it, but no depth. What am I trying to say? I don't know. I'm going to sign off again and come back in a few minutes after I gather my thoughts. Tommy Shoe, you mentioned about you would like a 3-inch sander. Chicago Pneumatic, not Harbor Freight. 3-inch sander, roll-lock style attachment, came with the few coarse grit, 120, 36 grit. I know there's a bunch of 80 grit in here, a 100, a 100 grit. Couldn't get along with it now that I have it. Polisher. Still using the Hook It design. Medium yellow pad. Soft white pad, fine polishing. Turtle wax. This is a wool bonnet. Since I use it with turtle wax, I don't want to use it with any polishing compounds. Mag wheel was used to polish my wheels. Very soft. It's still yellow, should be black, but it was yellow. Very soft polishing pad. Adapter. Hook It 1 to Hook It 2, because this is Hook It 1 and I'm always using sandpaper on this in small places, small items. I found it cheaper to cut up a 6-inch, make 2 3-inch discs versus 800 grit, 150 grit, Harbor Freight. This has all come by eBay and is about 50, maybe 30% of 3M price at any shop. And I'm going to get out here before I make this any longer. And good luck to the whole YouTube garage. And I couldn't name all of them without a sheet of paper in front of me. I kind of got that disorganized mind problems through school all my life. Can't read or write. Can only work with my hands. Okay. Do something to get kicked off of YouTube here. Over and out.